what are you going to do? Phillies split the series with the Red Sox 1-1. Am I happy? Am I mad? I don't know. This video is going to be a lot of mixed emotions because I'm going to be covering both games. So I'll be covering yesterday's game and today's game. Today's game, I will be probably pretty mad. But yesterday's game, I mean, it was a good game by the Phils. They win 13-6 yesterday. They lose 6-3 today. The bats were alive yesterday, and that was the main difference in yesterday and today. I mean, we had 3 hits today. 3 and 3 runs. Yesterday we had 16 hits and 13 runs. Now, obviously, you can see there's a huge difference. I mean, in the 6th inning alone, we had 7 runs. In the 8th inning, we had 3 runs. That's a lot of runs. And you look at it, and we scored 3 runs in 9 innings today. This team is very weirdly inconsistent. I will definitely 100% say that. They are very odd. But Rhys got on the board this series. It's about time. Rhys Hoskins hits his first home run of the season. Bryce Harper goes yard. Phil Gosselin goes yard. And so does Jay Bruce in the 8th. Now, what's funny about that is that I actually called that yesterday. One of my subscribers, Sports Tings, shout out to you for always commenting and liking the videos. But he was like, any predictions for the Phillies? And I said, Phillies win 7-3, which that was wrong. But then I said, Bryce Harper and Rhys Hoskins get home runs. And they did. And honestly, to me, I was going crazy once Bryce went yard because it was just like, oh my God, like I actually did call that. Like I really said that Bryce Harper and Rhys Hoskins were gonna go yard today. And they did. But, you know, there's still struggles. There's still but Scott Kingery is still struggling. He is in a slump like no other. Even Rhys was not doing this bad last year in the second half of the season. He was bad, don't get me wrong, but he was not this bad. I do not expect anything less than an out from Scott Kingery every time he's up the bat. He had two plate appearances yesterday. 0. Didn't get on base. No surprise. But then Phil Gosselin comes in. He has 3 at-bats. He hits a home run and a double. Has 2 RBIs on the night. If that's the case, you can't play Scott Kingery. I'm sorry. I like the kid. I really do. I have 2 Scott Kingery jerseys. But if he can't hit, then why am I continuing to play him? Why would I continue to play a guy that cannot get a hit? I mean, he's really hurting this team. He truly is. He goes 0 for 2 yesterday. He goes like 0 for 4 today. That can't happen. You cannot go 0 for 6 in a series, in a 2-game series, against a team that is awful. Don't get me wrong. The Red Sox have been pretty solid since I've been alive. But this year they stink. They're the worst team in the American League. You can't get a hit off the worst team in the American League. I mean, I find that harder to do than actually getting a hit. But he's slumping really bad right now. We need him, though. I guess that's why they keep throwing him out there, is because we really, truly do need him. He is a solid fielder in the infield. He doesn't have a good arm, but he's a solid fielder in the infield. If he can get his bat going, that creates such more of a foundation to have him in the lineup. We need his bat. And if we can't get him to start hitting, then you got to either move him or you got to sit him. I get that he's young. I get that he has a 7-year contract that he's still currently in. But when is enough enough? When is saying, all right, Kingery, you're batting 1 something right now. We got to sit you. We either have to sit you or we got to move you or we got to throw you down in Lehigh. Now, I doubt they want to do that because, again, he is a good fielder. But right now, he is the biggest liability with his bat. He cannot get a hit. And that cannot happen. We cannot continue to play guys that cannot get hits. Rhys Hoskins is starting to bat a lot better. Is he perfect? No. But he's starting to bat a lot better. He got on base twice today, as far as I know. I'll actually check. He had 2 walks and an error. So he got on base 3 times today. Technically, he didn't get a hit, but he still got on base. His OPS is 753. But his average is still 207. McCutchen is still batting 210. Real Muto didn't even have that good of a game today. 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. He was 0 of 3 today with a walk. That can't happen. Harper, 2 walks, or a walk. He was 0 of 3 today also with a walk. It's just, obviously today was just not a good day for the Phillies. I mean, the bullpen continues to struggle. Arrieta got the loss. He pitched 4 1/3. He let up 5 hits, 4 earned runs, walked 4 batters. Coming into today, he only walked 2 in his previous 61 batters. Only 3 strikeouts, and he has a 4.95 ERA. It's not awful, but it's not good. It's not good enough. We need him to do better for the veteran and for the money that he is getting. Adam Morgan pitched pretty solid. 1 2/3, 1 hit, 4 strikeouts, no earned. That's what I like to see. Barossa, 2 earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 3 hits, 7.94 ERA. That's terrible. And then Connor Brogdon comes in. He pitches 1 inning, and he only walks a guy. His ERA is still terrible because of the last game that he played, but at least it looks like he's improving. I mean, this team just did not look up to par today. Rhys Hoskins had an awful error. You know, there were so many just missed balls behind the plate by JT that you usually see him get. And yeah, everybody has bad games. And it looked like to me that today was one of those bad games for JT. Don't get me wrong, he's still the best catcher in baseball. That means absolutely nothing to me. But, you know, he wasn't, and even at second base, the throwdowns. There was a couple missed ones by Neil Walker. But, again, it was a bad game. We did split the series. We are 9-10 on the year. But we have to be better. We have a doubleheader tomorrow against the Toronto Blue Jays. We're in Buffalo. I'm pretty positive. We have Spencer Howard on the bump in Game 1 and then Vince Velasquez on the bump in Game 2. They're not awful, but they're not good. I mean, I give the benefit of the doubt to Spencer Howard. But Velasquez, I mean, when is enough with this guy? Honestly. You already see what Pivetta has done, and that's nothing. When is it going to start forming that way towards Velasquez? Because to me, it doesn't look like he can get it done. He pitches 4 to 5 solid innings of good innings of baseball, and then the 6th, 7th, he blows up. It blows up. He absolutely blows up. He has like a 7.88 ERA. But you got to take it. You got to split. I'm sorry, but the least you can do is split. It would be beautiful if we could win both, but if we lose both and we're 9-12, that's not good. That's awful, actually. You cannot go 0-2 tomorrow. And I'm worried that we actually might go 0-2 tomorrow. Truly, I am. You had a really good game yesterday, 13-6. The bats were going, the bats were hot, everybody was getting hits. But today, we had a typical Phillies stinker. 3 hits, 3 runs. We had multiple. I mean, how many? We left 7 on base. We were 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Bohm grounded into a double play with Didi on second. The bats were cold today. That's really what it was. The bats were cold. They were not as on fire as they were yesterday. If they had 3 for 9 with runners in scoring position, I guarantee you we win this game. But we didn't. We didn't take advantage. We had a guy on second in the 7th. I'm pretty positive. Yeah, in the 7th inning. Neil Walker started the inning off with a double. Andrew McCutchen grounds out to second. Or actually, he grounded out to the middle. Moves Neil Walker over to third. Rhys Hoskins hits at the short, overthrow. He advances to second base. You have Harper and Real Muto up with 1 out. At this time, down by 1. You were down by 1 at this point. It was 4-3. If Harper or JT get a hit, the game is tied. You probably throw Tommy Hunter out there instead of Rosso, and things might change. But today, again, was just not the Phillies' day. They didn't look up. They did not look like the Phillies team that we saw yesterday. We saw against the Mets when we swept them. We looked like the team that lost to the Orioles, that got swept by the Orioles. That's what we looked like. And that team cannot show up for more than... That team just cannot show up if we want to make the playoffs. I'm sorry, but it can't. Since the Bryce Harper era, we have not had a 5-game win streak. The Red Sox were on a 9-game losing streak. I was pretty positive in the team today to get a win, to win 5 straight. But we didn't. We lost an opportunity. We should be 500 right now. Instead, we're a game under. But again, we played tomorrow, doubleheader against the Blue Jays. Velasquez and Howard are on the mound. Spencer Howard game 1, Velasquez game 2. We got to split at least. If we can get 2, that would be awesome. That would put us a game above 500. But we cannot lose both. That is the one thing that we cannot do, is lose both. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. By the way, don't get used to this series recap thing. Today and tomorrow are going to be different just because there's 2 games. I didn't get the chance to do it yesterday. Tomorrow is going to be 2 games, so I'm just going to combine those. But for now on, after tomorrow, it will be every single game that I will be doing a video, not just a series recap. This was a little different. I was just way too tired yesterday. But whatever. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you all for watching, and I'm out. Peace. Go Sixers. Go Flyers. They play tonight. Let's get it.